Hello everyone, my name is Jesse and welcome back to another Bakugan video. This time I have been asked to do my top 10 Dragonoids, so I guess my favorite evolutions of Drago. I don't have 10, but I do have 7, technically 8. We're going to count a Polynei just to have an extra Bakugan, and he was kind of a big part of Dan's storyline for at least the first 2 seasons. So yeah, we're going to kind of jump in and talk about my top 8. I also want to know your guys' favorite evolutions of Drago, so please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you about it. Without further ado, let's begin. And for today's episode, we're going to be using this Dragonoid card. It's more like a Chaos Dragonoid, and it definitely likes the Chaos color, but or Chaos attribute. But yeah, we're going to be using it just because it's one of my prop cards. And yeah, so let's try and get a better angle here. Drop it a little bit lower, and let's do it. Okay guys, and coming in at number 8 will be Helix Dragonoid. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's my, just that I've got some, weird preference thing for it because mine's a little broken or what, but once he became more humanoid, I just really didn't like it. And I don't know, he's got a lot of manual bits, at least here. And when we pop him open here, I mean, he's cool, especially with the fact that he can add on battle gear. But I don't know, to me he looks very wide, and I get that's for battle gear, but I don't know, it's something about him being too humanoid that I don't like. I think of Drago, I think of a dragon, you know, right? So yeah, and I mean, I have the battle gear here. It's kind of cool, you know, you have to pop his wings down, which is fine, and then pop this on. So I get that on there. And I mean, that's definitely a really awesome addition to Drago. I mean, now that looks complete and it looks awesome. But I don't know, these arms kind of get in the way of him closing and just all that. And I mean, there are definitely cooler versions, especially related to the show. So yeah, so he comes in at number 8. Number 7, we have a Polynei. A Polynei is just kind of like a throw-in I had, like I mentioned. He's cool. He's definitely a very big character in the first couple of seasons. And he's got some great lines and just interesting characteristics in the show. Just like his morals and stuff are kind of interesting if you study it a little bit. But yeah, I mean, a Polynei, he's kind of awkward, like how his feet pop up. You kind of have to lower him down some. And even then, he looks kind of weird. And this is custom painted, like the original Bakugan for it is a little bit meh. So I painted him. And then I don't know, the wings are cool. He resembles Drago a lot. You'll see some similarities as we keep going, but yeah, just kind of like an extra one I put in there just to kind of mention him. He was one of Dan's Guardian Bakugan in the 2nd season, so he's got that going for him at least, but overall just kind of meh. I mean, he's a little bit better than Helix to me, at least from the show, but other than that, he's, you know, he's okay. Number 6, we have Neo Dragonoid. This is probably the most popular form of Drago. This is not the Vortex version. The Vortex version would probably be higher up on my list. But he's okay too. I mean, he's definitely more Drago. He looks like a dragon. He feels like a dragon. I like this little piece right here that pops out and can bend and move. I think that's really neat. And then, I don't know. I like how he's got these double wings. So he's got 2 wings here. And then 2 here, and you'll see that later on with Cross Dragonoid as well. They kind of built upon that, I guess you would say. And yeah, I don't know, he's definitely cool. He's got these gem pieces right here and there. That's kind of neat. And I think that's just a good detail touch, just to show yo, he's Drago. He's the real deal. And yeah, I don't know, overall cool design. Closing him's a bit awkward at times. You have to make sure you close everything right. These wings can't close down before the head, so you've got to close the wings and then lock the head, or else it gets awkward trying to close them. But overall, pretty cool Bakugan. That's why he's number 6 on the list. Alright guys, number 5 on the list is the original Dragonoid. A nostalgic overload here for a lot of people. Really awesome Bakugan, very simple design, gets the point across. And just overall the most memorable version besides maybe Neo. Clearly resembles a dragon, and I think that's what's so great about him is he's so simple. He's not too crazy designed or whatever. He's just a very simple design. He's easy to close, easy to just easy function, I guess. And that's what's cool about him. I love the colors on this one, especially like the green and yellow face. Like overall, I believe the basicness of it is what makes it work so well, because like some of them are so complicated and so weird that they're kind of like, I think this might be too much for a Bakugan. But that opinion is probably just my own, you know, everyone's got different opinions on that. But yeah, so he comes in about the middle here, number 5. And yeah, let's keep going. Up next, we have one that I was not expecting to get this low on the list, but we have Elemental Dragonoid from the reboot. Just an epic Bakugan. So it's number 4 on our list here. This one's probably low on the list because of its design, like the elemental look, this lava, the symbol and everything, just an overall awesome Bakugan. I love the colors, and he opens cool too, so yeah. He's nice and big, he resembles a dragon still, he has no manual parts. Just a really awesome design, and like, I think it really, you know, it's a good reboot design. Like, I think it's, like, compared to regular Drago, like, you know, it's a good, like, balance. Just to, like, show how Bakugan have grown over time. And there will be a video on that as well soon. But yeah, I just think that he's just so cool. Like, he's got so many details. And he's got, like, the core there, like, a little green right there. Yeah, I don't know, he speaks something to me. He's just really epic looking. And I think that's like good. Intimidating is good for Drago. Alright guys, up next we have number 3, which is Infinity Dragonoid, which I also wasn't expecting to be this high up on the list. But I love heavy metals, especially for the way you can spin them like this. And they just kind of, yeah, do that. But I like this Drago versions a lot because of how different he is. Now in the show he was very different. I can pull up a picture here so you guys can compare them, just what they looked like. This design is completely different, but I like it. I think it's unique. There's no manual parts. I wish there was a horn a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. I just think overall he's cool. He flares out. He's got these wings. I don't know if these are supposed to be wings or feet, but you know, he's got multiple wings. His arms stretch out. He looks really intimidating and stuff. And just overall a good heavy Bakugan, like special attack Bakugan to have. And yeah, I enjoyed like using him and like fiddling around with him when I'm doing stuff and just playing with him. He's fun to roll and everything. Yeah, so I mean, most of the time I think these wings are like a really good like attribute for Drago to have. Number 2 on our list is Cross Dragonoid. So Cross Dragonoid is really awesome, and as I was talking about Neo Dragonoid, the wings on this have been improved and they're so awesome. I love them. But let's go ahead and open him up and see the vortex, because that's another good reason to get this guy. That's why he's so low on the list. There we go. Yeah, so Cross Dragonoid, like just the translucent version especially, rarity wise and everything, he's cool Bakugan. He's, you know, I mean, he's big, right? He flares out. Look at these wings. Isn't that amazing? That's so cool to me. I love that. Just like how intimidating he looks from the side, like this like weird horn eyebrow thing going on. Really awesome. Just how he flares out in the back. I think that's so cool. Just overall amazing design, and that's why he's so low on the list. He's just a great Bakugan, not only to have and show, but also to play with, just because of the, like, just the spread of his wings and the vortex. I think that's so cool. Yeah, so he's number 2 on our list. Last but not least, we have my favorite version of Drago, which is Delta Drago, the second evolution. This one's been my favorite since I was a kid, and it's mainly for the fact of his head. It looks like a cobra, like a snake head, and I love that. I also love how his horn auto-deploys. And just how his eyes are blue. I love the contrast between the blue of his eyes and the red of his body. And just, he looks very snake-like, and I think that's super cool. But he's also just enough dragon to really be intimidating. And I think it's like the best possible choice of a cool evolution for Drago in the first season. He's also heavy metal, which I love. One of my favorite things to do with this guy is, I'll show you really quick. I love to spin this dude right on the card like that. It's a bit aggressive, but I absolutely love it. Just the silver detailing, contrasting this red and orange and the blue, really awesome. He's always been my favorite. I just think it's an absolutely amazing design. So yeah, so he's number 1 on our list. Alright guys, so that was my top 8 favorite Dragonoid evolutions or like partners of Dan. I really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys did too. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to know like what your opinion, like what your favorites are as well. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, drop a comment, and of course subscribe for more awesome content. My name is Jesse. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.